Is Fort Henry preserved as a historical site? Have you ever wondered what happened to Fort Henry, a significant site from the American Civil War? This fort, located on the Tennessee River, played a key role during the conflict. Built by the Confederacy, it was designed to control river traffic and protect their interests. In February of 1862, Fort Henry witnessed a crucial Union victory. This battle marked the first major use of Union ironclad gunboats against Confederate land batteries. The outcome opened the Tennessee River to Union forces, paving the way for further successes in the Western theater of the war. However, if you are looking to visit Fort Henry today, you might be disappointed. Unlike many other Civil War battlefields, Fort Henry is not preserved as a traditional historical site. After the war, it did not become part of the National Park Service system. Nearby Fort Donelson, on the other hand, is preserved as a national battlefield, but Fort Henry's fate was different. In the 1930s, the Tennessee River was dammed, leading to the creation of Kentucky Lake. As a result, the original earthwork fort is now submerged underwater. Today, only a navigation beacon marks the approximate location of the fort's northwest corner, which is quite far from the Kentucky shoreline. The area is managed as part of the land between the lake's National Recreation Area, but there is no visitor center or reconstructed fort to explore. While the physical structure of Fort Henry is gone, its historical significance is not entirely forgotten. There are interpretive markers along nearby highways that acknowledge its role in the Civil War. Additionally, information is available at the South Welcome Station of the land between the lakes. For those interested in the broader campaign, maps and hiking trail details are provided, but you will not find a preserved fort or extensive exhibits dedicated solely to Fort Henry. Some remnants from related sites, like Fort Hyman, are still visible, but these are separate from the original Fort Henry location. The story of Fort Henry is essential for understanding Union strategy in the Western theater. It highlights the use of combined land and naval forces to control key rivers. The fall of Fort Henry, followed quickly by Fort Donelson, forced the Confederate withdrawal from western Kentucky. This demonstrated the vulnerability of earthen forts to ironclad gunboats and showed how controlling rivers could shape the course of the war. In summary, Fort Henry is not preserved as a historical site in the conventional sense. Its remains are underwater, and while its history is acknowledged through markers and regional management, there is no reconstructed fort or dedicated museum. The legacy of Fort Henry lives on in Civil War history as an example of evolving military technology and strategy. However, for those seeking a tangible connection to the past, more substantial preservation efforts can be found at other Civil War sites.